that day. The eclipse of careless and darkness shrouded the soothing light of love and affection when an inhumane beast enters the school van. He calls out a name, waits for it. A girl in her mid-teens stands up. She stands up for the safety of her sisters. She stands up because she knows that one life gone is better than 30. She stands up because she has heard martyrdom calling her out. She stands up against the ruthless enemies of humanity. She stands up for education. She stands up for the 35 billion women in the world. She stands up because she is Malala Yousafzai. She stands up because women have to be equal to men. She stands up because women should be equal to men. Mr. President, Islam puts great emphasis on the rights of women. The Quran says, and I quote, "For Muslim men and women, for believing men and women, for devout men and women, for true men and women who are patient, for men and women who are humble themselves, for men and women who give in charity, for men and women who guard their chastity, for them all, I repeat, for them all, has Allah put great reward and forgiveness." Hence, Mr. President, it is simply ridiculous for Muslims, let alone the whole world, to imagine that women can never be equal to men. Come on, when Creator doesn't question the rights of women, who are you to do? Why is it that women cannot be equal to men? Why is it that fighting for women's rights is seen as synonymous to man-hating? Feminism, by definition, is the belief that women should have equal rights and hence equal opportunities. It is the theory of the political, social, and economic freedom of genders. Then why is feminism seen as an uncomfortable word? I live in Pakistan. I believe that it is my right that I am paid the same as men. I believe that it is my right that I should be able to make decisions about my life just as men. I believe that it is my right that I am afforded the same amount of respect as men. Respected audience, now is the time to stand against injustice, barbarity, and cruelty. If we don't stand up today, it would take 100 years before women can expect to be paid the same as men. If we don't raise our voice today, 15.5 million girls will be married in the next 16 years as children. If we don't stand up today, it won't be until 2086 or more until all rural African girls won't get secondary education. If we don't raise our voice today, there would always be unsurmountable legal and financial obstacles for women in Libya and Lebanon to get divorced, even on basis of physical abuse. If we don't stand up today, there will be more girls like those 15 in Saudi Arabia who were allowed to be burnt in a fire rather than be rescued because they were not properly wheeled. Come on. If we don't stand up today, there would be more Malalas who would be shot, and this time around, they may not be successful. So think what we can do. In the end, I would like to quote Edmund Burke, who said, "All that is needed for the evil forces to triumph is for men and women to do nothing." Ladies and gentlemen, I rest my case here. I'm obliged for your attention. Thank you.